Um, Good morning. I'm giving praises to the Creator. Just keep being here for a few minutes. Um, as I was saying, good morning. Giving praises to the Creator, Happy Father God, Yah, for letting us be able to see another day. Uh, Peace and blessings to brothers and sisters scattered across the four corners of the earth. Thanking Yah that He allowed me to see another day and try to get my life right with Him. In this video, we dealing with Torah according to the law. If that be a matter too hard, we send this the problem to the Most High and let Him judge. According to some situations that we have had in the past, even until now, that we deal with a lot of misunderstanding. Therefore, it's hard to make a right decision on things that the Most High told us to judge, that we find it far complex for us to make righteous decisions. Therefore, the Most High tells us, according to the law, that whenever a situation arises that is be too complex, that we send it to Him. Now, in His beginning, I'm gonna start off how the Most High always tells us to understand this word. Isaiah 8:20, to the law and to the testimony, if they speak not of these words, there is no light in them. And when we look toward the law, the law is the light. In order to understand the words of the Most High is going to the law. And the Most High said in Isaiah 28:10, He said, for precept upon precept upon precept upon precept upon line upon line upon line upon line. Here a little and there a little. And what we see, the word precept is the Hebrew word sav, which means commandment, ordinance, and oracle. Therefore, when it comes down to the law, to the words of the Most High, we look according to the law. So, Psalms 119:105 says, the law is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path. The law is what gives us understanding. The law is what makes everything clear to know what it is that the Most High expects from us. Right? So let's go according to the law. And then we can read according to the testimonies, where we will go into Deuteronomy 6:17, understanding that the testimony is more of a clear sight of understanding the law. So, Deuteronomy, remember, I'm going to go back and read Deuteronomy 6:17 and let you know that the testimony in which we read is a helpful tool for us to understand the law. So when we read Deuteronomy 6:17, it says, you shall diligently keep the commandment of the Most High, your God, in His testimonies and His statutes, which He had commanded thee. And thou shalt do that which is right and good in the sight of the Most High, that it may be well with thee, and that thou mayest go in and possess the good land which the Most High sware unto thy fathers, to cast out all thy enemies from before thee, as the Most High hath spoken. And when thy son asks thee in times to come, saying, what mean the testimonies and the statutes and the judgment which the Most High our God hath commanded us, then thou shalt say unto thy son, we were Pharaoh's bondmen in Egypt, and the Most High brought us out of Egypt with a mighty hand. And the Most High showed signs and wonders great and sore upon Egypt, upon Pharaoh, and upon all his household before our eyes. And he brought us out from thence, that he might bring us in to give us the land which he sware unto our fathers. And the Most High commanded us to do all these statutes, to fear the Most High our God, for our good always, that he might preserve us alive as it is at this day. And it shall be our righteousness, if we observe to do all these commandments before the Most High our God, as he hath commanded us. So, according to the testimony, is a clear view of what the law is implementing to understand the Most High's commandment and to do his will. Now, we finna go according to precept upon precept. Deuteronomy 17:8 said, if there arise a matter too hard for thee in judgment, between blood and blood, between plea and plea, and between stroke and stroke, being matters of controversy within thy gates, then shalt thou arise and get thee up into the place which the Most High thy God shall choose. Deuteronomy 1:17 indicates, ye shall not respect a person in judgment, but ye shall hear the small as the great. Ye shall not be afraid of the face of men, for the judgment is God, and the cause that is too hard for you, bring it unto me, and I will hear it. Exodus 18:26, and they judged the people at all seasons, the hard cause they brought unto Moses, for every small matter they judged themselves. Deuteronomy 19:17 said, both the men between whom the controversy is shall stand before the Most High, before the priests and the judges, which shall be in those days. Now, again, according to the law, we understand that we have to use testimony in order to understand what's being said according to the law. 1 Kings 3:16, and I'm going to read all the way to 28. And it reads, 1 Kings 3:16, then came there two women that were harlots unto the king and stood before him. And the one woman said, O my master, I and this woman dwell in one house. I was delivered of a child with her in the house. And it came to pass the third day after that I was delivered, that this woman was delivered also, and we were together. There was no stranger with us in the house, save we two in the house. 1 Kings 3:19 said, and this woman's child died in the night because she overlaid it. And she arose at midnight, and my son from beside me, while thy handmaid slept, and laid it in her bosom, and laid her dear child in my bosom. And when I arose in the morning to give my child suck, behold, it was dead. But when I had considered it in the morning, behold, it was not my son, which I did bear. Verse 22 says, and the other woman said, nay, but the living is my son, and the dead is thy son. And this said, no, but the dead is thy son, and the living is thy son. Thus they spake before the king. Then said the king, the one said, this is my son that liveth, and thy son is dead. And the other said, nay. but thy son is dead, and my son is living. And the king said, bring me a sword. And they brought a sword before the king. And the king said, divide the living child in two, and give half to the one and half to the other. Then spake the woman who the living child was unto the king, for her bowels yearned upon her son. And she said, O my master, give her the living child, and in no wise slay it. But the other said, let it be neither mine nor thine, but divide it. And verse 27 says, then the king answered and said, give her the living child, and in no wise slay it. She is the mother thereof. And all Israel heard of the judgment which the king had judged, and they feared the king, for they saw that the wisdom of God was in him to do judgment. And see, this is what we understand according to the law. When we study according to the law and meditate on the word, we become more familiar with situations that the Most High will use a vessel to make righteous decisions. Let's go to Second Chronicles 19 and 8, and we'll read through 8 through 10. And it says, moreover, in Jerusalem did Jehoshaphat set of the Levites and of the priests and of the chief fathers of Israel for the judgment of the Most High and for controversies when they returned to Jerusalem. And he charged them, saying, thus shall ye do in the fear of the Most High, faithfully and with a perfect heart. Verse 10 says, what cause soever shall come to you of your brethren that dwell in their cities between blood and blood, between law and commandment, statutes and judgment, ye shall even warn them that they trespass not against the Most High. And so wrath come upon you and upon your brethren. This do, and ye shall not trespass. And all this is just testimonies. Haggai's 2 and 11. Thus said the Most High of hosts, ask now the priests concerning the law, saying, and Malachi 2 and 7 said, for the priest's lips should keep knowledge, and they should seek the law as his mouth, for he is the messenger of the Most High of hosts. Psalms 122, 4 and 5. When the tribes go up, the tribes of the Most High, unto the testimony of Israel, to give thanks unto the name of the Most High. For there are set thrones of judgment, the throne of the house of David. And see, only way you gonna ever be able to make righteous decisions according to the Most High if you learn His laws and keep His commandments. And this is what Israel needs to deal with. So, with that being said, I'd like to conclude this video. And this was just dealing with the laws that we see that whenever it comes down to Israel making overbearing decisions that we cannot, make a righteous decision, we must give it to our Creator and let Him be for us in order to make righteous decisions. Also, look at the testimony of Numbers 16. When we look at Korah, who went against Moses and Aaron, and then we could also go into Second Kings. Let me go. No. Second Samuel. Second Samuel, and we see how Joab used the wise woman to try to manipulate David. So these are testimonies according to Deuteronomy 17 and 8, Deuteronomy 1 and 17, and Deuteronomy 19 and 17, as well as Exodus 18 and 26, which is also a testimony that we see. So This is just a brief video according to the law, and I want to conclude this video with scriptures and thus saith the Most High. Let not the wise man glory in his wisdom, neither let the mighty man glory in his might. Let not the rich man glory in his riches, but let him that glory in this, that he understand and know of me, that I am the Most High, which exercise loving kindness, judgment, and righteousness in the earth. For in these things I delight, saith the Most High. Jeremiah 13, verse 16. Give glory to the Most High your God before he calls darkness, and before your feet stumble upon the dark mountains. While ye look for light, he turn it into the shadows of death and make it gross darkness. We look at Amos 8, 11 through 14. And when the Most High words read, said, Behold, the days come, saith the Most High Yah, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Most High. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the words of the Most High. They shall not find it. And that day shall the fair virgins and young men faint for thirst. They that swear by the sins of Samaria, and say, By God, O there liveth, in the manner of Beersheba liveth. Even they shall fall and not will rise again. And I also would like to read Proverbs 27, verses 1 and 2. And the Most High tells us, Boast not thyself tomorrow. Boast not thyself of tomorrow, for thou knowest not what a day may bring forth. Let another man praise thee, and not thy own mouth, a stranger, and not thy own lips. So I like to give thanks to the Creator for understanding and learning His Word. And I'd like to give peace and blessings to brothers and sisters that's in search of truth and trying to do the will of the Most High. Praise be to Yah, and blessings to our family. I would like to say shalom.